Welcome daydreamers, vision makers. It's time to talk about vision boards. I'm Ashley with Losing with Sam and Ash, and that's right, today we are going to talk about creating your very own vision board. Now, visions and daydreaming are lots and lots of fun, but it's also serious because it is how you make things happen. So let's first listen to what some of our much wiser predecessors have to say about vision creating.
The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it's too low and we reach it. Michelangelo. The empires of the future are empires of the mind. Winston Churchill. Vision is the art of seeing things invisible. Jonathan Swift. Vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. Japanese proverb. Where there is no vision, the people will perish. Proverbs 21. Oops, scratch that part. Where there is no vision, the people will perish. Proverbs 29:18. Determine that the thing can and shall be done, and then we shall find a way. Abraham Lincoln.
Do you get it? Does it make sense now why it's so important to have a vision for your year? This mama, I don't have time for arts and crafts unless they have a purpose and intention behind them. I feel bad saying that, but for my time in my life, I'm very busy. And so if we're gonna do arts and crafts, there needs to be a purpose behind it, or we need to be studying a great artist or something like that. It's just how it is. I don't want to waste your time. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me explain why a vision board can be so important to obtaining your goals. Your mind uses pictures and images as like a visual path to find its way towards goals. Let me give you a little analogy. Imagine that you're lost in the woods, okay? And you look up and you see a cabin up on a hill in the distance. Now you have choices. One choice is just to sit on a log, cover your eyes, boo-hoo, hope that somebody's gonna rescue you, something's gonna happen. That's one choice. Another choice is to say, okay, cool, so the cabin, that means that there's a way out, there's some hope, and then just go, just whatever way seems right, just go. That's another choice. Another one is to be so freaked out that you need to get out that you look at one foot in front of the other because you are so afraid of tripping and falling that you want to make sure that that next step is right on the path, but then you're looking at your feet. And then the last choice is to focus on that cabin, to have a vision, and even when the trees get in the way, to have the vision of that cabin in your mind, to focus on that, and that's where you head. And that's what we want to do with a vision board. This method totally works. For the past 5 years or so, or whenever Girl Wonder Pinterest came out, I have been pinning beautiful backyards, flat fenced-in big backyards, flat driveways where kids can play, sunrooms perfect for snuggling and reading, lots of light coming in, wood floors with trim everywhere. And guess what? When it was time for us to go house shopping, do you know how long it took me to decide on what house we should put an offer on? It took me about 2.5 seconds because we walked into a house and I thought, ba-bing, 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 ba-bing. I had that vision of what I wanted my life to look like and what I wanted out of a house, what was gonna be best for our family. So not only was it important for me to recognize this house, but because my vision was so strong and I had already lined up, there was no decision. I already knew that this was right because I had put that visual vision in these different places. There were 4 other offers on our house. We had 4 hours to get pre-approved, put in a bid, put in a contract, and I knew I wanted this house so badly. I knew that it was the perfect one. It was my vision house that I wrote an email to the seller and I put a picture of our family and I said, listen, that room to the right of your staircase, that's where I'm gonna homeschool my children. Your big backyard, we're gonna build garden boxes for garden, and my kids are gonna play soccer. The flat driveway, I played basketball in high school. I'm gonna teach my kids how to play basketball. This house you're selling, this is where we need to be. This is where my family needs to be. And guess what? Guess what did it? Guess what made her choose us, our offer? It was that email. And I don't think I would have sent it if I didn't know that this was the house, because I had created these vision boards on Pinterest without knowing what I was doing. Just for the past 5 years, I just was playing. It's time to create your vision board for the year. Now there's lots of sites and apps you can use. There's a site that Oprah has that's called dreamitalive.com. There are phone apps that you could use. Pic Collage, PicMonkey is one on the computer, Maldive is one on the phone, it might be on the computer also. There's lots and lots. I personally like to use one called canva.com, and that's what I'll be teaching you to use today.
First, go to canva.com and sign up for a free account. If you don't have a Pinterest account, sign up for one of those too at pinterest.com. Otherwise, go ahead and just sign into your Pinterest account. Using Pinterest, make a new board and label it Vision Board. Now it's time to start pinning. We're going to find images in the areas of business and career, relationships / family, health, and lifestyle. First thing, go to your Pinterest board and you want to click on each picture separately and then right click and save to a folder on your computer. You should be creating a folder of JPEG files. If for some reason it's not letting you right click, then you can go ahead and open the original picture on the original website and then right click or control click to save that JPEG. Once you've saved all pictures, I want you to log into canva.com and choose Use Custom Dimensions at the top right. If you are printing them, then you're going to enter the dimensions of your paper or frame opening. Now keep in mind that if you choose 11 by 14 or larger, actually larger than a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, then you're going to need to send these somewhere to get printed with larger printer paper. Make sure you choose inches instead of pixels, PX for pixels, if you're going to print. Now go to Uploads on the far left, make a new folder labeled Vision Board, and then simply upload all of your JPEGs from the folder on your computer. Now for the finishing part, and this is the most fun, I think. You're simply going to organize the images into a collage and drag and drop them. Canva's pretty intuitive, so you're going to have fun clicking around and trying to figure things out. You can add text, icons, and even tone the images. I think vision boards really come alive with color, but if you're adding them to your decor, you might want to consider black and white or like a cover overlay to make them all blend. To make a color overlay, you choose the Elements tool over on the left, and then click on Shapes, and then stretch a square shape over the entire board. Then choose the color you want as an overlay, and then lower the transparency. You are done! How did you do? Now time to export these beauties. To do so, you're going to click Download at the top right and choose PDF for print. Or you can choose High Quality Print as a PNG. If you have more than one layout on this page, it will save as a zipped file. To unzip, you just find the downloads on your computer, it's a zip file, and you double click. Please also download a web version and share them with me by posting them at facebook.com/losing with Sam and Ash. Just post them to our page. Or if you're part of our Starting Strong community, you can share them there.
Oh, and don't forget, you can also go totally old school, get the old magazines out and clip those pictures and words. That's totally cool. Put it on a poster board, pin it to a cork board. That's arts and craftsing it up. That's cool. You can do that. But today, I'm going to show you the Sam and Ash way. First, go to canva.com and sign up for a free account. Second, if you don't already have a Pinterest account, sign up for one of those too at pinterest.com. Otherwise, sign in to your Pinterest account. Using Pinterest, make a new board and label it Vision Board. Now it's time to start pinning. We're going to find images in the areas of business and careers, business/careers, relationships/family, health, and lifestyle. The business and career category might be tough for some of you because some of you might already be in this job that you feel really comfortable with, maybe even complacent. But there are already always areas that you can kind of kick it up a notch, and we want to focus instead, maybe for you, instead of on seniority, position, titles, on behaviors. And so behaviors would be something like getting to work 20 minutes early to attack that email box before everybody else is coming at you. Or maybe it's smiling at everybody that you run into throughout the day. just being kind of known as the friendly one, the friend that people can come to. Because I will tell you, I have a business mentor that was the CEO of a huge company, and she told me, one of the things she told me is be kind to everyone, because you never know who your next boss is going to be. So maybe if you find yourself in a place in your career where it doesn't feel like you need to go anywhere, maybe that's the type of goals that you should make, is to give your job more meaning by being the change and the love and the difference that you want to see. If you're in school, maybe your goal might be always turning in your papers a week before they're due, not procrastinating. This will show your teacher that you're serious, that you're astute, that you don't procrastinate, and you never know when that's going to get you an internship or a great letter of recommendation to your dream job. This is also going to lower your stress levels like a ton. For me and my business, one of my goals that I'm putting on my vision board is to create more informational videos like this one that I can pass on to my team to help them become more efficient, more productive, have lower stress, and just live a more happy life and a more thriving business. If you're not currently working and you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe your goals in this area might be organizing the family more, or supporting your husband so that he can get to his goals. It might be a better schedule for your family to get them out the door, or helping your kids with homework. So when you're making this part of the vision board, I want you to focus on behaviors that are in your control. You can put things like go on more dates, or vacations with your family, trips with your spouse, write love notes to your spouse. Be kind. You can pay it forward to others. Maybe it's like you want to pay for somebody's Starbucks when you're going through the line. Relationship goals, they can really be family goals. They can be anything. One of the things I want for my family this year is I really would like us to try to memorize a Bible verse as a family once a week, and we'll probably use songs to do that because it's fun, it's helpful, and it's easy to just push play whenever we want to. Okay, next is health goals. And I love this one because I'm feeling pretty good about last year's health goals, but I can always do better. Now, health goals, they're not just like pumping iron and that kind of stuff. This is holistic health, okay? So we want to think about your emotional health, stress levels, meditation, prayer, mental, spiritual health, and then of course the physical health, so exercise. How often are you going to exercise? What's your plan? What are you going to do? Do you have a vision of how you want your body to look like? That sounds so weird, especially to put a picture, but you know what? It helps. It helps you to know where you're going, and that's what we want. We want these visual reminders of where we're trying to go. Maybe your health goal is that you want to add a lot more greens to your diet. Maybe you want to be really adventurous and try new foods that you haven't but you've heard of, like kombucha. I love kombucha. Maybe you want to try kombucha. Maybe you want to try making your own kombucha. Maybe you don't know what kombucha is. That's okay. That can be for next year's vision board. Maybe you want to learn about adaptogens. You want to add those into your life because you want to lower your stress. Whatever they are, health board is fun. It's kind of one of the main go-tos that people make with a New Year's resolution, but it's also one of the ones people fail on. So we want you to put visual goals, visual images, of course, not mental images, but visual images of what these health goals are so that you're reminded of them. The last category is kind of a wild card. I call it lifestyle, but really anything can go here. So like one of mine that I really want is I want to build kind of a backyard patio area. I want to have twinkle lights, maybe some hammocks, somewhere where my whole family can eat, and in the summer we can sit around, listen to music under the twinkle lights, and have a watermelon seed spitting contest. Because that's kind of gross, but you know what? That's what I did as a kid, so it's something that I envision and want for my children before they're too old and think it's too gross. Maybe your vision board has to do with more trips. It could be learning to do something. Another one that I have for my family is I want to hire a dance instructor to teach my whole family weekly dance lessons. That's just something kind of cool and fun that I want to do. I want to take them to Disney World. I want to take them to the Biltmore Estates. When they're older, I want to take them out of the country, but whatever this kind of like sparks your life inside of you and makes you think, man, I'd be really living if I did that. I want you to put that under this lifestyle wild card category. But remember, I want you to try to make it happen too. That's so fun, right? So now what? You can just make it and then have it saved somewhere on your computer. But I really think the best thing to do is to have it somewhere that you see it a lot. Now for me, what I'm planning on doing is printing them out and framing them and putting them places on the wall where I go by. So I'm going to have a different framed picture for each of the categories. So maybe somebody that comes to my house might think that's weird, what is that collage? But I'm gonna make it look good. Oh, I've got plans. And for me, it will just be passing by and thinking, yeah, I'm committed to that. It's on my wall. Now, if you don't feel that brave, you could just print it out, tape it up in your bathroom, on the back of a closet, or maybe make it your screensaver on your computer or on your phone even. That was so fun. Thank you for visioning with me. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I have this little necklace. It's my sister necklaces. Both my sisters also have one, and it says, take a chance. And that's what I want you to do. So thank you for making the vision boards with me today. And for more goal tips and planning tips, I want you to follow me at losingitwithsamandAsh.com. That is our website. Or you can follow us at facebook.com/losingitwithsamandAsh. Or on Instagram, I'm happyfitmama5 with underscores between each word. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love for you to comment and let me know what some of your goals are for this year, what some of your visions look like.